Looking pretty good. What's up guys, DIY Salvage Guy here. Welcome to the channel. On this channel, we just learn as we go. Today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the bumper on the 2011 Ford Mustang GT. We're going to be taking the top, the bottom, throwing it all together, test fitting it onto the car, and we're also going to be taking a look at the taillights, seeing how the back fits up and lines up with everything. So if you guys are new here, subscribe down below, like, comment, throw on those post notifications, ring that bell down below, follow me on all the socials at DIY Salvage Guy, and check out the merch line down below. That way you guys help support the channel as well. Alright, so we got our grill as well, as you guys saw before. Here it is. So let's see if we can test fit all this stuff. I need to find out what bolts I need because the car obviously didn't come with anything, so I need to know what I need to order from Ford in order to get everything. So gotta see if this actually needs any bolts or anything, or what the deal is with that. So it's not on completely or anything right now, but I think this is gonna look awesome. Oh my God, I love the look of the double fog lights. You got the uppers and you also have the lowers. Mix that with the S550 headlights that we got going on. This is gonna be awesome looking. So I'm gonna sit here and see if I can figure out which bolts we need. Then I'll try to do a test fit on the actual car itself and see how we're looking. Alright guys, we are looking pretty good. Nothing is really on, obviously because I have to paint it and I don't want the grills and everything on the bumper when I paint, but everything seems to fit really nicely. Turns out I had the bumper foam upside down, so I swapped that around. Bumper actually fits, so point of note when you are doing things like that, make sure you put things together correctly. So obvious notes, but you know, when you stick with me guys, you learn as you go and you make these stupid mistakes. So with this, everything looks good. Obviously this just needs to be kind of filled in and fit, but we're not going to do that right now. Then you got this balance down here, looks pretty good. And so everything seems to fit pretty nicely. I wish I could show you guys the way that it looks, but I just don't have the space in the garage right now. Let's see what I can do here, guys. See if I can give you some kind of close-up shot. Ooh, well, that's pretty nice. Take a picture of that. Now, let's see what we got here, guys. How's this look? I think this looks amazing. I love the double lights, the double fog lights here, guys. I think it's going to look so good. Once we get this battery, we'll probably go pick one up now. That way we can actually move it around and do what we got to do with it. And looking good here, guys. So very excited with this. Very excited with this. This is coming together very nicely and looking pretty good. So what we have to do in the front end still is turns out we need a radiator sight shield. So we got to pick one up of those. Then we need 2 bolts here, one there, one there. So that's obviously important to get. Then we got to figure out what bolts we need for the bumper in there. But for the most part, we're looking pretty good here, guys. So just a couple bolts, couple things. Obviously need to paint this bad boy, paint the front, and the front end is pretty much done. Then we got to shift to the rear and also in the interior to make sure that we button up all the airbags and everything. We got the airbag today. Waiting for the module and the seatbelt to come back. Then we'll hop in there, do everything we have to do with that. Then we'll finish up the back. Hopefully the sun will melt all this stupid snow that we got going on out here, because I want to be able to get the bumper out and do what I got to do with that. So Wednesday's supposed to be pretty nice, so maybe we'll get a lot of work done then. But looking good here, guys. So we got to get a new battery. Gonna see if this works. We'll try to start it real quick, but I'm not optimistic, and I will keep going. So put the battery on. Let's see if it'll start. I don't think so, but we'll see. Alright, so that's unfortunate. Battery's dead, completely dead. So we're gonna have to go pick up a new one and see what we can do. Yeah, we had it on the charger, it didn't work, so now another $170 we're gonna spend, but here's what it is, guys. Every car needs a battery. Alright guys, we're back. It's cold, there's snow everywhere. We picked up the parts the other day, and I was not able to get them out of the truck in time. Snow came, it is what it is at this point, so we're gonna have to get this out of here because we're supposed to be getting a big rainstorm, sleet storm, snowstorm tomorrow. So we're gonna get all this out of here now. This is our rear bumper assembly for the Mustang. So we have a couple bolts, looks like some Torx bits. So we'll pop that off and we'll see how we're looking, get that snow off and get these parts out, get them inside, and I'll give you guys a quick rundown of what they look like. Remember guys, parts day, always the best day. Alright guys, the past couple days have been spent on the front end. Now we're going to try to focus on the rear end, now that we have a bunch of our parts in and whatnot. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by test fitting some of this stuff. I know that this is damaged. I know we need to either push or pull this out a little bit, but I want to see how everything aligns right now and see what we're working with in regards to this stuff. All right, so this tells us pretty much exactly what we thought. Let me give you guys a closer look here. First off, these taillights look awesome. Very happy with these. I think that the styling of that black little outline looks awesome. We might smoke them out a little bit, try to go with the entire black look on this vehicle, but that's for another day. But right now, you can see that, so there's 2 screw holes here. We have 2 screws in and they seem to be good. The issue is here. So we obviously knew that this whole trunk panel was pushed in and pushed out a little bit. So, but now we know pretty much just how much. So it looks like it's pushed in about 2 inches. So we have a couple options here. We do need to, I guess we'll start with probably pushing this out and seeing just how it aligns. So at least that shows us that this whole thing is shifted. and once we pull this out, this trunk and everything should align. We should be okay with that. So we'll do that. Then let's check out this other side and we'll see how we're looking with that. Let's check out this other side. Hoping this aligns perfectly. We don't have any issues. So this side is aligned perfectly. No issues here. So we know that our damage does not stem to this side. So everything is going to be centered over here. So we're going to start by tackling this. Very good to know that this is good. So very happy with that. But I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this impact bar off, assess the damage down there. Then we'll assess how we're going to push/pull this out. We're going to try to DIY this. We do have a couple methods of doing this. We have the hydraulic press that you guys have seen twice now in both the S5 video and also in the truck build series. That thing has become extremely useful. And we also have an attachment for that now, which can pull as well. So we might need to pull down here a little bit, but we're going to start by pushing. We're going to see how that goes, how that works, but let's get these tail lights out so we don't drop them, and let's get that impact bar off as well. All right guys, so we got the impact bar off and noticed that this rear frame section is kind of crunched. The other side does not have that issue. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull that back, or we're going to put the frame rail back on, and then we're going to attach our pull attachment and see if we can pull that crumple out, and we'll assess the damage from there. All right, got the impact bar back on. It's all screwed in. Lesson learned, I probably shouldn't have taken it off to begin with. I should have assessed the damage a little bit more before I did anything, but not a huge deal. So what we're gonna do is open up our frame pulling kit and see if we can attach it and see what kind of pulling we can do with it and go from there. We might have to get some attachments up for it, but at least we'll give this a shot, see what we can do, what we can't do, and we'll assess from there. But I think we have a pretty good place to pull from. So it's pushed in down here, down there a little bit. So technically speaking, pulling up from the bottom should release all the pressure. We're going to pull the truck up. We're going to attach one end to the truck, one end to the back of this, and start cranking with the hydraulics. So we'll see how it works, guys. That's going to do it for today's episode, guys. We got a lot done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, post notifications, ring that bell. Make sure you just follow me on all the socials. Hopefully you guys will be inspired by this and just pick up a wrench, buy a car, do whatever you need to do. Just try to become a DIY salvage guy yourself.